Right, so I was charging some batteries, so I thought I'd do a video and just let anyone who watches my channel, which is very, very few people, know what's going on, since because I haven't done something for so long, because the weather in the UK has been absolutely rubbish. So what we got going, right, so we got this here, that's a toy. It's not just a toy, it's a violent and dangerous toy. My missus just got me it as like a stocking filler for Christmas, and I've tried to fly it a few times. It is awful, and it will really, it's dangerous, so don't touch it. Right, so this is what my mother-in-law got me for Christmas. Now this is the Syma X8 whatever it is, Syma X8 whatever it is, with 2 megapixel camera. Now it's a toy, but it is a very, very good toy. So I fly that sort of FPV with that, or I can use the tablet here if I want a bigger picture. Also I've converted this piece of rubbish from Quantum and made it so that my iPhone slides in there, and you can fly that FPV all around the house, stable as you like. If you've never had a quadcopter, get one of these to learn on, because they're so stable, you can't really go wrong. Durable as you like, they've crashed this all over the place and not one bit of it's broke. Right, so that's the toys out of the way. Good fun, that, not good, violent. Nice. Right, so this is not the toys. Now this is from Hobby King. I think it was about 60 quid. Plug and play, just put a receiver in it. I've not flown it yet. We haven't had the weather. The pilot was donated by Nick, so I just managed to get the canopy off, glued him in. So he's going to have a little flight. I'll fly that with the Futaba. This is toy. No, it's just it runs on a 2S, but I put a 3S in it, and that got me doing 50 miles an hour. It is really good fun. So what I brought that for was, I can't get used to flying FPV low, so I put a camera on the front here where them 2 holes were on a thingy bob, receiver I had at the back, and I've been driving that round with FPV using the Sharks, and to get used to what it feels like to be low and flying, so I don't keep smashing up. Really good fun. Right, so I've got the Bix 3 there. I haven't flown that in anger yet. I've had a go round a park, but I didn't have the FPV gear, but I've got that with the FPV gear on, flying with the Sharks. That has also got the mini OSD, GPS unit, obviously, to tell you where you are. The only mod I'd done on that was the wheels. The wheels that comes with the Bix 3 are about that big, and they're pathetic. You can't even on concrete it falls over. So I kept on at my nipper to go into his Lego box, see what he had, and he come out with these big uns, and that now flies lovely. I like that. But like I say, I haven't really FPV'd it yet, so we've got that to go. That's on a pan and tilt on the, just a pan on the front. I don't want to tilt, I don't want to see what's below me. I know what's below me, the ground's below me, the sky's above me, but seeing to the side is nice. Right, so now we come on to a slightly more better stuff. Ta-da! This is the Eachine 250. The lights back in front, comes ready to fly. Just chuck your receiver in it. Now I'm flying this with this baby here. I've got to be a switch up somewhere, is there? Yeah, this is the Turner GI10 with a Turner G10 channel, see, with telemetry, so I can get that's a little voltage meter there that comes back to me, tells me what my main battery voltage is. I could also have a revs per minutes on the motors, temperature sensor for the battery, but I don't bother with all that. I don't fly, you know what I mean, I'll fly and I think the battery's starting to get low. All these compartments here, these are all for batteries, so batteries fall into them. Loads of batteries, like I said, I'm doing loads of charges, I'm going to try and get out for a flight. Fat Sharks, which obviously 5.8, so they'll connect up with the Bix 3 and that camera, and they connect up with this camera. That's a 1000 TV line camera in there, they say. It's a nice picture, I'll give you that. And they give you this this piece of rubbish with it. I'm not getting very far for that. 40 meters and this picture starts cracking up. So I've got a couple of clover leaves. Oh, that's right, a couple of clover leaves, so I'll get better distance from that. Yeah. And also this, I bought this for my son for Christmas. It's Wi-Fi as well, so you get a nice little Wi-Fi strap. I've got a chest strap, head strap, all the fittings and that. It's 1080p 30 frames per second, 720 at 60. So, and it's got a back screen, which my GoPro didn't have. I flogged my GoPro a long time ago because, quite basically, I just wasn't using all the functions in it. So I've had a little word with him and I said, do you want to sell that to me? And he sort of looked at me, and because he hasn't used it, he's only used it once since Christmas. Tried to do a roly-poly with it on his head, on his so-called parkour, and nearly crashed his head open. So he don't really like it. So I said, I'll give you 40 quid for it, and his eyes lit up. So you might get 40 quid for that. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. This I've also wired up. I've got a multiplex fun hub in the top box of my car. I've also wired that up with this because the beauty with this is, and why one of the main reasons I bought this was because it's compatible with alternative receivers. So you buy your expensive receivers with two-way, which I was obviously back and forth for telemetry, but this will work with in the fun hub. I've got the old, I had a Turnigy 9X and a Turnigy 8-channel receiver. You just go into the settings in this, go down to AF/DHS1, which is just normal receiver, press that button for that model, and it will link up with any Turnigy receiver. And they're pennies. Well, that's 6, 7, 8 quid from Hobby King, aren't they? So that's one of the reasons that I brought that. And I set the flats up with the sliders. I've always had, before that I had it with the with the Futaba, and I had to use the Vario button in the middle, which is quite hard to fly, keep everything going and do flats. So with this, bump bump, and there's your flats, beautiful. And yeah, so I really like that radio. What I can't understand with radio people is you've got all that investment in a radio, although it was only 80 quid because it was reduced with receiver, and which is 14 channel, because you've got your 10 channels on air, then you've got another output which will give you another 4 channels, so you're talking 14 channel. But why do they do this? What is that? Put it in the handle, make it something permanent. If you drop, it's just going to stick in the mud and not just break off, and then you know, I mean, if you hadn't, obviously I would take it apart and solder a new one. Well, just get out, solder a new one on there. But you know, I mean, people that haven't got them sort of skills or that sort of knowledge, as soon as that goes, it's just a piece of fucking metal. Sorry, the language, piece of flipping metal. Yeah, so I'm gonna get some video of this going, because with the 3S I cannot believe how fast it is for an off-the-shelf little, I say toy, it's not toy, it's in between. So yeah, so that's got to be made in properly. That's got to be made in properly. This I've flown line of sight and a couple of times FPV. I'm having real difficulty with FPV. As soon as I put them goggles on, I just seem to get disorientated. So what I might do is get a GPS unit for that. So at least if I let go of the sticks, it will stay where it is. Good fun. Violent. Batteries charging. So yeah, hopefully a bit of fun later on. I've still got the Great Plains Slinger up there, which is one of my favourite go-to planes. Really nice. I've got Tech Sumo in the car. I've got that I bought from Hobby King. Flew it once, it fell in half as it landed. I re-glued it and had a couple more goes with it. But with the things with this, it is basically for water. So when you come in to land on grass, you have to come in at a speed or it just drops out of the sky. So save that for when we've got water. There's glider wings up there. I've also got where's the back, the fuselage that's falling down the back of that. But I've got a nice 1800 metre wingspan glider that I've had for a few years that I bought from a charity shop, still flying. So got plenty of things to play with. So cheers for watching, and I'll try and record a few maiden of that, and then once I get used to that. Cheers for watching. See you later.